Alright, so this video is a contingency plan. I had already filmed, or I guess recorded, edited, and posted a Pacers rebuild in the event that they lost in Game 6, as I wholeheartedly thought they would. But they ended up winning in Game 6, so there's a possibility that the Pacers might actually get the chip, and that whole video I recorded will have been for nothing. So in case Indiana actually wins in Game 7, I gotta do an OKC rebuild. The biggest issue that OKC honestly has had is their offense being too predicated on the creation of Jalen Williams and Shea. I forgot who I was watching, like YouTube wise. They said they really needed like a backup point guard similar to how the Pacers have TJ McConnell, who comes in place of Halliburton, and he can keep things steady. They play at different paces and they play make in different ways, but it's still a playmaker that can keep your offense like going at a steady rate. And also, when Halliburton and McConnell play together, Halliburton can play a bit more off ball. It has a lot of pressure taken off his shoulders, and of course, he can have a lot more energy for the end of the game when he's needed the most. I feel like that's something that OKC can add. Maybe it doesn't have to be a point guard off the bench, but maybe even, a secondary ball handler in the starting lineup, because Dort, you're not really going to rely on him to create his own offense. Chet has not been able to create his own offense in the finals at all. And Hartenstein, his offense is really just, that he can create himself. It's just a floater. So those are things that are standing out. Like maybe Cason Wallace can develop into a reliable backup point guard, but he's more of like just a 3-and-D smaller two guard, like in the mold of a Marcus Smarts and a Jalen Suggs. And that's another thing we got to think about. Do we want Chet Holmgren to be our long-term 4, or is he going to actually start having to play the 5? Because if Chet is not shooting the ball well, then you have two bigs in the game that cannot space the floor, and it will clunk things up for Shea and J-Dub that like to get mid-range and in. So just a couple things to think about as we progress in this OKC rebuild. So in this upcoming draft, 2025 draft, we have 15 and 24, and we know about all the draft picks and swaps that OKC has. Our team is already deep as it is. We can't afford to just keep bringing in guys on rookie contracts over and over again. Like, we still have Nikola Topic, but I think I want to pull the trigger on a trade. Maybe it can happen during the draft. I'm trying to think of guys that I could go after. Honestly, I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head that I would want to trade for on the draft. So I might just make these selections and what the hell just happened? The Pelicans traded for the number 1 pick. I didn't see what they traded away to get it, but now they have Cooper Flag and Zion together. But I think I'm going to let the regular season progress and work our way up to the trade deadline and see what I want to do. Now, we do have some decent first round picks here. Neat Clifford, Rasheer Fleming, Noah Essengay. I feel like it's kind of surprising, or it would be surprising if Noah Essengay fell to outside the lottery. So just for the sake of value, I'm going to draft him. Now at 24, I think the guy with the most value could be Liam McNeely. And we definitely need shooting, so he might be a player I keep, honestly, just due to his prowess as a three-point shooter. So I'm going to take him at 24. Then we have the 45th pick. Oh, there's actually some trade offers for this one. Knicks want to give me 2 second-round picks for one of my second for 1 second. So I don't want to bring in 3 rookies. We'll make that trade and we'll get some future draft capital out of it. The Mavericks traded the number 1 pick. Oh! Zion Williamson is a Dallas Maverick. Okay, that's kind of wild. So we got a Cooper Flag for Zion trade. We have Caruso. I could have sworn they extended him. Damn, he signed a 4-year, $81 million extension. Yikes. Okay, so he has 3 more years after the... Oh, wait, he's under contract until 2029. Damn. He got security. Okay. So just for realism purposes, I got to give him this contract. And it ends at 22.4. So yeah, we'll give him that contract just for realism purposes. Who's my 3rd string center? Oh, technically Ousmane Dieng, who's not really a center. He's more like a 4. So let me add a 3rd string center. Yeah, let's add a Dayron Sharp on a 2-year, 7.5 million per. Nice. And then let's try to trade some of this talent here, especially these 1-year contracts like Ujimani Zhang. Who wants his bird rights? Because again, I know according to 2K I could get multiple first round picks, but these rebuilds are meant to be realistic ones. The Hornets, they're a team that they're always rebuilding, so I will take 3 second-round picks. 3 second-round picks for Ujimani Zhang. Realistic trade. He wasn't going to get any PT with us. He might be able to get some in Charlotte. And I'm also going to move him to a 4/5 because his overall will be better there. He's not a center. He goes from a 74. Oh, damn. Okay. We'll move him to a small forward then. Small forward / power forward. 76 overall. Get some PT in Charlotte, pop off. Similar to how Terrence Mann started popping, or not Terrence Mann, Trey Mann started popping off in Charlotte. Let's see where guys like Cason Wallace and J-Dub. All right, so J-Dub goes up 2 to a 91. Chet goes up 3 to a 90. Cason went up by 1. Caruso had substantial regression, actually down 2. So that contract might look pretty bad in 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, if he's gonna continue to regress like that. I have 18 players on roster. What the hell? Okay, I'll actually trade away Kenrick Williams. I know he's been in OKC for a long time, but somebody's got to go, man. I literally had 18 players on roster. Okay, the Pistons are now a contending team, so they could use another wing. I'm not going to take their first round pick. I'll take 2 seconds in 2029 for Kenrick Williams. And that guy we're just going to bring back and release. All right, so we should still be the best team in the West by far. Like, we didn't lose anybody substantial. Obviously, like J-Dub and, oh, I forgot I need to extend J-Dub and Chet. But they're on the last year of their rookie deal, so it would be best for us to capitalize on that and win the chip this season. Shea, Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Hartenstein off the bench is Cason, Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, and Caruso, and Aaron Wiggins. I'm going to be paying attention to Cason Wallace this season. If he can shoot like around 38% from 3 on the year, then I might bring him into the starting lineup instead of Dort, just so that I have another like ball handler that can take some pressure off of Shea. So I'm going to be paying a bit of attention to him. I can't really do much mentorship because I only have one player over the age of 30, and that's Caruso, but he'll go ahead and mentor Noah Essengay. Okay, we're at January 16th, and a couple of interesting developments. I mean, first and foremost, we're 4th in the conference, so a little unexpected. I was anticipating doing this rebuild with not having to do much, and we'd still be the number 1 seed, but apparently that's not the case. I mean, we forgot about Dallas. They traded for fucking Zion, so shout out Nico Harrison. He's going, well, win now. Defense wins championships, but you trade for Zion. But hey, it's working. It's working. They're first in the West. I can't knock them. The Timberwolves are also ahead of us, and Sacramento of all teams. We're 6 games behind first place. So evidently something's not working. I mean, we have been riddled by the injury bug a bit. Out of 40 games, Shea has missed 7. Chet's injured now. He's already missed 8 games. Caruso didn't miss any time. He has not been injured. He's just been trash. But I'll get to him. But we'll just look at the player stats. Shea is popping off. J-Dub's doing his thing. Chet is shooting 37% from 3. So not too bad. That's good for my stretch 4. AJ Mitchell has been surprising. Due to some injuries early on in the season, I felt like I had to get another point guard in play. And he is dropping 14 a game on 50, 41, 90 splits. So he's on the last year of his rookie deal. I might have to capitalize on his value because I don't have his bird rights. Not sure I can bring him back. Isaiah Joe's been inconsistent. Percentages have evened out to be all right. I mean, 37% from 3. I expect a little more from Isaiah Joe because at this point, that's the only thing he provides is 3-point shooting. Wiggins has been hella efficient, 44 from 3. Lou Dort, he's been all right, but he's mainly there just for defensive purposes in the backcourt. Cason Wallace has been a disappointment. That 3 ball has not come around. Another surprising thing is our defense. Offensively, we're top tier. We are second in offensive rating, and we are second in 3-point makes per game, fourth in 3-point percentage. So I thought I'd have to improve our 3-point shooting and 3-point volume, but obviously that's not the case. Defensively, we have fallen the fuck off. We're 17th in defensive rating. That's what we hung our hats on last year, and now we're 17th. So yeah, I mean, the Chet injury has not helped. I feel like we just need to get bigger. Because if I look at my team, like especially on the wings, J-Dub, sometimes he has to play up a position, 6'5", playing the 4 at times. It's not ideal. Aaron Wiggins is playing up a position. He's 6'5". He should not be a primary power forward. And then Cason Wallace is a 6'3" 2 guard. When I have to play Isaiah Joe, he's a 6'3" 2 guard. So it's like, I feel like we're a bit small, particularly off the bench and particularly on the wings. So I added some players to my target list that could kind of alleviate some things. Denny Avdia, Ryan Dunn, and Anthony Black. All players that are major pluses on the defensive side of the ball and bring a lot of size. Starting with Denny Avdia, the Trailblazers are 14th in the West, so their players are improving, but they still are rebuilding, and Denny Avdia is on probably the best contract in the league. 3 more years, $14 million for this season, 13, and then 11.88. So I think I'll definitely trade for him, and I'm confident I'll be able to pick him up. I thought about Ryan Dunn because the Suns are rebuilding as well, and Dunn is one of the best young defensive players in the league. 6'8", small forward, A- perimeter defense, I think I saw. Yeah, and B+ post defense. So he's got versatility, and I think he'll only get better. And I think I'll have 2 more years of team control for him. This Caruso contract is abysmal. I didn't even focus on him. Yeah, 28% from 3, 35% from the field. Obviously, he does a lot of little things, like the savvy playmaking and the fast break, hustle plays. He's a defensive playmaker, things of that nature. But I've had to bench him because he's shooting 28% from 3. Oh my god, my controller died. And I love Caruso, but 28% from 3, that just makes you unplayable, honestly. 14, I would have to throw Isaiah Joe into this deal here. Yeah, that'll make the money add up, and then we got to tack on a lot of first-round picks. So you can have the swap for this season. You can have the Clippers pick. You can have our pick in 2029. So 3 first-round picks in Isaiah Joe, 2 of them in this upcoming draft, and 1 3 years from now in real time for Denny Avdia. They're a rebuilding team. They say yes to that. Made them an offer they cannot refuse. This is what Sam Presti has to do, man. He just has to start moving like the Godfather out here with all this draft capital he has. He has all the leverage. So with that trade, Avdia is coming immediately into the starting lineup. He'll play the 4, yeah, okay. I'll make him a secondary small forward. Immediately, that makes us a bigger team, a more versatile team, and when Chet comes back from injury, I might move Hardenstein to the bench and just have Chet as my starting 5, just so that I can have that much more spacing on the offensive end. And literally everybody would be able to guard on the perimeter. So, and then I'd pretty much have the best backup center in the entire league for the next 2 years in Hardenstein. And that would allow me to trade Jay Will because he's on the last year of his rookie deal. I'm probably not going to bring him back, so I can use his $2 million and some draft capital maybe to trade for, I don't even know what, but probably Ryan Dunn actually. He was the next player on my list. But let me just look at my team as of right now. Okay, so I wanted to start playing Nikola Topic because he's back. And he's a bit bigger than AJ. And he's 3 years younger. I got 3 more years on his rookie deal, so I might want to start his development early on. I might have to trade AJ. Even though he was playing really well, I think I got to cash out on his value because last year of his rookie deal, and I don't have his bird rights because he was a second-round pick. 228 seconds as well. So 4 second-round picks and Jalen Williams for Ryan Dunn. They want Aaron Wiggins. How about 5 second-round picks? Final offer. All right, welcome Ryan Dunn. I move him to a primary power forward, does his overall go down? A little bit, but I want him to be the main power forward. Aaron Wiggins, where's Wiggins? Small forward, yeah. Goes up to an 82 overall. That's his better position. Ben Simmons and a first round pick for AJ Mitchell. I feel like I don't even need it. I shouldn't get a first round pick in this instance. Well, they are getting the right to offer AJ Mitchell a qualifying offer, even though they won't have his bird rights. Yeah, maybe I'll trade for Ben Simmons just so I can have him. He's a vet at this point, and we know he can defend on all areas of the court. I think he'll be a decent guy to have as a third string. Pretty much my my Kenrick Williams replacement. Just that versatility. I'll probably move him to like a power forward. I don't think I should get a first round pick in return, so we'll just do straight up. I get somebody under contract for the next 3 years. It's not making a lot of money. And yeah, we're going to move him to the 4/3, I think. All right, this is going to be our 10-man rotation. Shea, Dort, J-Dub, Denny Avdia at the 4, Chet at the 5, off the bench, Hartenstein, Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, Ryan Dunn, and Topic. And we got some good third-string veterans like Caruso and Ben Simmons and Day'Ron Sharpe as well. I guess Day'Ron Sharpe isn't really a vet. He's 24 years old, but you all know what I mean. Topic has played like 5 games thus far. I want to see how he's done. 5 a game, 3 boards, 2.3 assists. Eek. Efficiency's kind of tough. So he's definitely going to be the first man out of the rotation once we hit the playoffs, but I do want to focus on his development. I'll just drop his minutes to 12 per game. But one of my points of emphasis was getting a backup point guard that can, still run the offense relatively well, especially when Shea goes to the bench. And I thought I had to seek that. Oh my God. So, Ben Simmons, congratulations. You're going to turn into a secondary center, my guy. I feel like he can do a lot of what Hartenstein did for us, and he'll be an even better playmaker. Probably just not as good of as a rebounder, but damn, that's just unfortunate. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. This is why you have depth. This is why we have depth. We obviously traded away quite a few players, but we still retained our depth to withstand an injury like this. I say that, and immediately after the injury, we go on a 5-game losing streak. Damn, this is kind of humbling. I thought we were going to come out here and get 60 wins easily with me making minimal moves, but it's a dogfight out west. We're 4th in the West. We're barely hanging on to home court advantage in the first round. This is tough. We might not even get 50 wins. Okay, we get 50 wins at least. And Hartenstein was actually not out for the season. Shout out to the medical staff. How's Ben Simmons been? Ben Simmons has been hooping. He might have to be a part of the playoff rotation. Honestly, if Topic is going to shoot 30% from 3, then maybe I do play a 5-man bench and I can make Ben Simmons a secondary point guard. I don't know. Let's just try it and see. We end the season 51-31. Low-key underwhelming. But Luka, MVP, Coop, Rookie of the Year, Anthony, 6th man, Wemby, Depoy, Most Improved Zach, Clutch Player of the Year, Cade, J. Kidd, Coach of the Year. We get no Shea on the All-NBA first or second team, but we get him on the third team. And we get Chet on the All-Defensive second team. And we get the 4th seed out west. Somehow Sac was above us, and Minnesota was above us. And of course, Dallas got the number 1 seed. In terms of team ratings, we finished with the 2nd best offensive rating. And before the trades, we had the 17th defense, and we improved that to 15th. So the trades helped us out on the defensive end. We're 4th in rating differential, so that's a bit more assuring, given that we're 4th in the conference. Shea, 28 a game, 6 assists, 50, 40, 90. J-Dub did his thing, 19 a game. Chet was solid. Denny Avdia, 15, 7.5, or 7.6, 5.5. Just that Swiss Army knife for us at the 4. And I'm also going to make Simmons a secondary point, because he's pretty much just replacing Topic now that Hartenstein is back. 37% from 3 to end the season for Cason Wallace. So we definitely improved his 3-point percentage as he was less of a focal point off the bench and we had more playmaking. So 37% from three with that elite defense that he's going to bring. So we're facing Houston in the first round. They are starting Reed Shepherd at the point. So a Reed Shepherd, Jalen Green backcourt. Very interesting. They still got Dylan, Amen, and Şengün. So that's a damn good team. And similar to us, they have depth. But we're definitely better. Really. Oh, all right, we're cooked. We're cooked. We are cooked. At this point, might as well start Ben Simmons and just see what happens, because I'm punting the season now. We lost both games at home when we had Shea, and now he's gone. So I don't really know what we can do. I'm just being real. Just being real. Traded for Denny, and we're gonna get bounced in the first round. This is wild. Okay, we even it up. Maybe there is a chance. And Shea, I think they said he was out for 2 to 4 weeks. 4 to 6. So I think we'd have to go through the entire second round without him. Ben Simmons doing his first game starting. 14, 9, and 9. He's back. Turn back the clock, Ben. Okay. Hang on. I now have new belief. Solid third. Okay. Wire to wire finish for us. 114 and 107. Chet. Okay. Way to step up. Way to step up without Shea. 32. And we can win this in Houston. It's raining in Houston, my love. No fight. Okay, fine. Game 7. Game 7 is what it is. Ben is hooping in the playoffs, I feel. Yeah, 10, 4.3, and 5. Okay, shout out Ben. We're going to need more from everybody else. Wait, I feel like I haven't seen J-Dub do anything. J-Dub, bro. J-Dub, it's time to take that next step, man. Especially with Shea being injured. What are you doing? Shoot the ball. Shoot the fucking ball. All right, let's not lose in the first round after making the NBA Finals last season. Good first quarter. All right, we're advancing probably to face Dallas. I wasn't paying attention to their series, but shout out J-Dub. I told him to shoot the fucking ball, and he shot the ball. Shout out Chet. Aaron Wiggins, 21 off the bench. Ben Simmons, 11, 9, and 7. He's a walking 11, 9, and 7. Denny, 10, 10, and 7. So now we got a lot of size in throughout our entire team. Please, New Orleans. Oh my God. So close to facing an 8 seed. They lost by 15. All right, fine. Whatever. We got to face Nico Harrison's constructed Dallas Mavericks. They got Kyrie, Monk. They were starting Derek Lively, but they moved AD to the 5, Zion to the 4, and now they're going to start Najee Marshall at the 3. We win game 1, so we steal home court. How far away is Shea from a return? 2 to 4 weeks, so we're not getting him this series. Oh my God, we go up 2-0. But Houston went up 2-0 on us last series. Oh my... Fakest 1 seed of all time. Nico Harrison, you got to get fired after that. You constructed a Fugazi 1 seed. Kaysen is injured. Well, no, Kaysen's good to go. Shea, how many days away, Shea? How many days? Because we're going to need you day to day. He'll definitely be back probably for game 2 for the Western Conference Finals rematch against Minnesota. They look a little different. Obviously, they don't have Julius. They now have John Collins, and they still got Gobert, McDaniels, Dante, and of course Ant. As of right now, they have the best player on the court, and that's Ant. But if we can get Shea back, that'll change. They take game 1. We take game 2, still without Shea. Shea, bro, you got to be back for game 3. Shout out Denny Avdia with a 32 piece in game 2. Chet 20 and 10. Simmons 15 and 4, 7 and 9 from the field. Okay, Shea. Thank you. Okay, we needed you, especially going back to OKC as opposed to our starting lineup. Okay, pivotal game 3. Shea comes back and helps us protect home court. 33 and 6, 3 steals, 3 blocks in his first game back from injury. 3-1. 3-2. No. Nah, I mean, you were shooting shitty from 3, but we know the defense was there. Now I have to bring Cason Wallace into the starting lineup, I feel. Or do I bring in Ben? Or do I bring in Ben and have a Ben Simmons, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander backcourt. It's kind of enticing, I ain't gonna lie. Especially with Case and Wallace shooting 30% from 3. Okay, I think I'm going to bring in Ben. Case and Wallace is still going to play because we just need a 9-man rotation in general. But I'm bringing in Ben because I want him to guard Anthony Edwards full time. Ben Simmons, you are on Ants, all right? I need you to shut him down. Let's not go back to OKC. Let's close it out. Or actually, no, we have to close it out in OKC. This is a Game 6 in OKC. So let's close it out here. Solid first. Second could be better. But it could have been worse. Still got the lead. Great third quarter. Double-digit lead. Let's fucking go. Back to the finals, baby. Shea, 36, 4-7. J-Dub, 23, 7-5. Denny, 18, 7-5. We got so much versatility in our lineup now. Shout out Cason Wallace, returns to the lineup after I talked so much shit about him. I have a love-hate relationship with Cason Wallace this rebuild, but 18 in a closeout game, 3 steals as well. Ben Simmons, 13, 6-3, and we know he played great defense on Ants. Hey, he held him to 1 of 8 from 3. That's really all we can ask for. Is it going to be a finals rematch? It's a finals rematch. Okay. So in this hypothetical situation, we can get our revenge on Indy. Shea, Western Conference Finals MVP. Tyrese, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I'm actually going to make another game plan. I want to look at their starting lineup. Is it still just Tyrese, Nembhard? They now have Mathurin at the starting 3, Jarris at the 4, and where's Pascal? Oh, if they don't have Pascal, this is a cakewalk. He's injured. Let's not even mess around, y'all. Let's sweep them. Y'all. Come on. Let's just put Ben Simmons on Halliburton. I feel like he's going to struggle. I feel like Halliburton's going to struggle against Ben. Maybe not. Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, they have home court advantage. Oh, no, we had home court advantage. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, man, we lose this. It's wraps. Okay, way to fucking come out. And 40, 9 and 12 for Shea. Chet with the 30-piece. A. Wiggins with 25 off the bench. Oh my god, Halliburton's actually just cooking up, man. 34 and 14. Okay, tied up. So the home team has lost every single game this series. Halliburton's still cooking 24 and 16. But Shea, 40 and 6. Pivotal game 5. I want to simcast it because I feel like I got to make sure we win this game. I do not want to go down 3-2, especially going to Indy. Damn, if you guys had this in you this whole time, why did you go down 2-0 in the first place? Shea, 33 and 8. J-Dub, 29. Chet, 25 and 14. 17 and 10 and 5 for Avdia. Okay, let's just end it in Indy. Let's just do what we did not do last season and end it in Indy. Simcast this one as well. Okay. Dog, we fucking dominated them games 3 through 6. Holy. Okay, let me not speak too soon. Alright, I think we got it. I'm just going to hop in here and ensure victory. 2-possession game. Oh, shit. Good handoff. Ben Simmons too big? Fuck, okay, we shouldn't really be going to Ben Simmons in the clutch. That's me. I was trying to get to the paint against Nembhard. Good hand off Dia. Okay. Still a 2-possession game. We're fine. You know, Shea likes the ISO. All the way. Ref. Good board. Damn. All right. Halliburton's. Good cut, Shea. Woo. I was about to say Halliburton's playing some lockdown defense, but he fell asleep. He has me jumping for joy. All right. Oh, double team. But oh, that was dangerous. All right, we're just going to kill clock. Somebody's open. No way you missed that, J-Dub. No threes. We're there. Hand. Get it to free throw merchant. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We can hit one. They only have 5 seconds. We got the chip. We got our revenge. Hand. Let's fucking go. Quite a bit of adversity that season, not just due to the injuries, but we had to part ways with a lot of beloved long-time ascending Thunder players like Jay Will. I guess, yeah, that was like the most substantial departure, Jay Will. We also traded away AJ Mitchell, who was having a promising season this year. We had to trade away Kenrick, who was, I think he was with OKC for like 6 seasons. Did we trade Isaiah Joe as well? I think we had to trade Isaiah Joe. And obviously we had the bench Caruso, who's like one of the most beloved players in OKC. But we had to do what we had to do to make this team a solidified championship team. And now we got Ben Simmons holding the trophy right now, just to hand it off to J-Dub. Who's going to be Finals MVP? It's got to be Shea, right? It's got to be Shea. Yep, got to be Shea. Maximum aura. Let's go. Shout out SGA 35 in a closeout game. J-Dub 21 and 14. Chet 16 and 11. Shout out Ben Simmons, dude. Ben Simmons recovered his legacy this season, this postseason run, and he has a ring before Joel Embiid does.